Hello and welcome to day number 161. As you can see from the vastly increased video quality, I've got my lights working, so my phone's not trying to brighten everything and boost everything and gain everything, and it actually looks kind of normal and decent now. So, how's it going? It's the end of day number 9 of my third Mary's Mini, and it's Tuesday, which means it's a weigh-in day. So how we're gonna do this so that we avoid spoilers, if you want to do such a thing, is I'm gonna put the weigh-ins up, but I'm gonna remain silent. We're gonna do it like football scores in the UK, soccer scores. I'll say, look away now, I'll not say anything, and then I'll tell you when it's safe to look back. Okay? Awesome. So, if you don't want to know what my weigh-in today was compared to, like last week and that sort of thing, look away now. Okay, that should be more than long enough. Feel free to turn back around and have a look. So, what do you think of that then? Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll have a proper end of Mary's Mini 3 weigh-in on Thursday. So there's still all of tomorrow's food to go, and then whatever my weight is on Thursday morning, before I've had a chance to eat anything, that's what it's going to be. That's the end weight, because that's technically the beginning of day 11. So there we go. Right, things have been going perfectly fine. It's definitely a little bit harder to stick with everything. I have been a little bit sort of unmotivated to keep going. I've managed to keep it going, but I really want to eat some different form of starch. I want to have some bread. I want to eat beans again. Like, I want to have some sweet corn for once, like all of those little things that like you miss when you're on a Mary's Mini and it's not your chosen starch, But we're right near the end. I'm sure I can keep strong for these next couple of days. I have decided, however, what I'm going to have first. I'm going to get up early on Thursday. I'm going to have beans on toast. Absolutely, positively have to have beans on toast, which means tomorrow, day 10, I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy the nicest bread that I can find and just hope that no one eats it before I get a chance to. I might get something where I can cut it myself and I can get it like really, really thick and nice, because I've not got a toaster, I've only got the oven. So it doesn't really help with making toast the way that a toaster would make it, where it's kind of like soft in the middle still, and it's just like a thin layer of crispiness. So never mind. Let's go over foods, shall we? Why not? So what I had today is this, and that was for my first meal of the day. That was lunch. Which was basically just leftover potatoes with salad and my last 2 cherry tomatoes, I want to say. I just left them whole because I couldn't be bothered with anything. I've been running around like an idiot all of this morning. So you remember I said, I think it was in the vlog from yesterday or possibly the day before, I basically said, like, I got this email about the keto and that sort of thing. All of today was spent running around like a numpty and getting all of that sorted, because if I can get Rowan into a keto and sorted for like between 5 and 7 hours a day, that means I get to do stuff. And I know you might be thinking like, oh yeah, like fun things. Nah, I get to go and study German like it's a full-time job, like close to like 40 hours a week. Like, every minute that he is in that Kita is a minute that I am studying German. And hopefully I'll have like good results. I mean, my friend Jason, who I play board games with, you've probably seen him in one of the time lapses on one of the nights where I've took the camera along to board games. He came to Germany not speaking really any German whatsoever, signed up for the Integrationskurs, the integration course, and learned German. And he is a B1 level. So the way that grading works, if you're not entirely certain, is of course I'd never come across it before when I was in the UK. As far as I knew, it was just like, oh yeah, everyone gets like an A, a B, a C, a D, or an F, like normal school thing. No, language grading works slightly different. If you are a complete beginner, you have no idea, but you can kind of like recognize the sound of the language, you're an A0. If you can speak a couple of words and you can ask for something, like you can go into a restaurant and ask for a glass of water so you don't die of thirst, you're an A1. And then from there, it's like slight increases in like reading ability, reading comprehension, listening comprehension, like how you form sentences, that sort of thing. A2, B1, B2, C1, and then the thing that probably no one can really get coming in as a second language is C2. Now, I might be completely wrong on that, but C2 is basically like you're a native. You speak as well as a native, and if not better in some cases. Now, I'm fairly certain there's people that have got C2s, like it exists for a reason, but like I'm probably not going to ever hit those lofty heights, like C1 is probably going to be like where I'm at in like 10 years time. I don't know, like it just depends on how quickly I learn. But anyway, while he's out at school, at Kita, I can go off and do whatever, and he will hopefully make friends and start actually using words and speaking properly, because at the minute we're not really getting like much headway in that. He says words on occasion, and he broke new ground today. He handed me a plastic dinosaur and made a sound that sounded very much like "there you go," which is what I say to him all the time when I hand him things or put food in front of him. I say, "there you go." And I think he's finally picked up, like, this sound is the sound you make when you give someone something. So I have horrible visions now of him going to this bilingual Kita that I've got the voucher for and have signed the contracts and everything. So it's all good. It's all ready to go. And him just going up and being like, "Oh, that's a very nice drawing that you've made for us, Rowan." And he just puts it on the desk and goes, "There you go," and wanders off. So, yeah. So this morning was all running around like an idiot, because I forgot to impress upon Saguta the importance of signing the forms, and also forgot to leave them out for her, and she didn't sign them, so then I had to go up to her work and get her to sign them, and then come all the way back into Friedrichshain, which is like the region we live in Berlin, and take those to the Jugendamt, and have everything put in and signed and done, and then get home and feed Rowan, and I was literally like non-stop all morning, and then finally had my food, which you've just seen. Afternoon was a lot more relaxed, thankfully. Rowan just chilled out for a little bit, had a nice long sleep around about like an hour and a half, got up, played around in the living room, had lots of tickles, because, he likes sitting next to me and I tickle his belly, because why not? Why wouldn't you? He's a child and he makes the most adorable, gurgling Sid James laugh that I've ever heard in my life, which is great. And then when Saguta came home, I made dinner, and she did little bits as well. She took care of the meat part that her and Ron were going to have. And she also did she do chips? I think she did oven fry, like deep fries. Like she deep fried some fries, and some fish fingers. And I took care of all the vegetable side of things. Now, what I made was this. Now, it's got a bit of an odd name, especially for me, because in the UK there's a brand of cat food called Sheba. And this, the sauce on it, the red stuff, is called Sheba. Or Sheba, I can't remember the exact pronunciation. Basically, it's like an African dish, like side dish sort of thing. And it's onions and tomatoes and a couple of spices, like coriander and oregano, or oregano if you want to call it that. And, that's it. That's it. It's nothing else. There's maybe a little bit of curry powder in there if you want. Mine has chilies, some broccoli, some cauliflower, some carrot, and some spinach in, because I did like a little vegetable medley thing as well, and then dumped my half of the sauce in. And Sigurta had pretty much exactly that same mix, but she had peanut butter mixed into it, which apparently made it taste really, really interesting, but obviously couldn't try it. You know? But yeah, that was it. That was us. It was all above board, all fairly good. I'm definitely looking forward to having my last day of potatoes though, and then having a little bit of a break, and then coming back for the rice mini that I'm going to start in. Well, I don't know exactly when. I'm planning. I think I'm going to do as good a job as I can for the next few days, because my mum turns up on, I want to say, Saturday or Monday, one of the two. I can't remember exactly when the 30th is. I think it's possibly Monday or, yeah, Monday or Saturday, one of the two. I don't know. But she turns up then. I'm going to have a couple of days with her. I'm still going to eat as close to McDougall as I can, but I'm, you know, there might be like a day off in there. But so long as I'm mostly compliant, I'm fairly certain that'll be okay. Of course, Sigurda's not going to be here, so kind of have to do things for my mum as well as I can, you know. If that involves ordering in one night, it involves ordering in one night, you know. Ah, dearie me. Well. Anything else going on? Nothing really. Like, food-wise, I'm doing pretty good. Mentally and how I'm like dealing with all of this, absolutely fine. Again, apart from just like little like temptations every now and again. Like I would kill to be able to have a mashed potato sandwich. Like literally slice of bread, mashed potato on it, fold it in half, eat it. Like, would that be so bad? Really? It's not like it's a pie sandwich, which if you aren't familiar is literally slice of bread, small meat pie, another slice of bread. Yes, that is a thing. It is indeed a thing, and I have eaten it before. Regardless of whether or not it was a good idea, I did it, okay? Oh, man. Never mind. Let's call it there. And I will pop off, and I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, then Thursday's the final weigh-in. Cool. Okay, good. Stay awesome. Have a good one. If you're doing a Mary's Mini as well, stick with it. Someone asked earlier on in one of the groups, actually, yes, you can do multiple. I know that's kind of obvious because this is like my third Mary's Mini that I'm documenting online on YouTube, but just in case. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Cool. Have a good one. Bye-bye.